What you saw there was the team chasing and forcing some taxis to come to a stop. When the enforcers stopped to give them tickets, they ran away and they were chased and forced to stop. And over here they've stopped this gentleman with no helmet and wearing slippers, so that's a total of 2,000 peso penalty. Over here you'll see they're issuing a number of tickets to these vehicles parked here. They're blocking one lane of the road. It's only 2 lanes each way. What you'll notice here is someone from the casino hotel just removed the rope and he's letting people park there. And that's the question that I have. Are these really exclusive to properties along here? Because as far as I know, this is government property, and shouldn't it be available to everyone, like as a public parking area? I'm not sure. What do you think? Over here they're issuing a ticket to this jeepney for loading, unloading. They often make a terminal on the corner here. There's a lot of barkers collecting money from them also. There are big signs saying no stopping, no waiting, no loading, no unloading. So they'll issue a ticket and send him on his way. And this enforcer over here is speaking to commuters, moving them on, advising them that they're not meant to be loading, unloading here. There are local traffic enforcers like that lady that's just gone inside the mall. But from what I've seen, they permit the terminal being here. Over here they stopped this tricycle. The driver's wearing slippers, which is the dress code violation, and there's no license plate on the vehicle. The driver initially showed an expired license, but when told his vehicle be impounded, he produced his updated license. So they're writing out the ticket now and send him on his way. And over here they stopped this tricycle. You might notice the tricycle is facing that way, the tow truck's facing the opposite way, because the tricycle is actually counterflowing. It's a common problem in this area. The penalty for counterflow is quite serious, 2,000 peso plus 2 months suspension of driver's license. So they're speaking to the driver now. Of course the driver should be on that side going this way. This electric bike was counterflowing, then he came head to head with the police and he's turned around and gone the other way. And here comes another motorcycle counterflowing. He's being flagged over now. This motorcycle rider here showed a card that says he's a PWD, but I'm not sure how that relates to him counterflowing. And here comes one more. They just stopped now. He looks surprised, but he must realize if you're driving against the flow of traffic, there's something wrong. That's one more motorcycle ticket for counterflowing here. And here comes one more bike. There's a lot here. And over here they stopped one more motorcycle. I'm not sure if they're actually ticketing as counterflow or if they're giving a lesser penalty like disregarding traffic sign. There's an electric tricycle over here. The enforcer keeps pointing, telling him to turn around, and there was a bit of a standoff, but it looks like now the cameras come out, he's going back. And here comes one more motorcycle. The reason why people are counterflowing is they either want to cross EDSA over there, or they want to counterflow on EDSA. I've seen both, but what they should do is either use the side street over there, or drive along the correct side of the road where that jeepney is, join EDSA, and then make a U-turn. What a lot of people have been saying is, oh, it's too far, so instead they just counterflow. On the other side you'll see that e-trike terminal is still there, plus counterflowing e-trikes. Problem is, e-vehicles are pretty much completely exempt from most traffic laws, or at least that's the way it happens in enforcement. No helmet, no license, no registration, counterflow. You won't see e-vehicles being ticketed or stopped, maybe once a month, something like that. Just flagging down one more if he stops. There you go. I'm guessing no license. Let's see. In fact, he's just driven away, and I think one of the enforcers is going to chase after him now. And they just stopped him down this side street now. So a ticket was just issued now. Surprisingly, the only violation is disregarding traffic sign, which is 150 peso. No helmet on that motorcycle there. And that will also be dress code for wearing of slippers. Over here you'll see some guys from MMDA flood control. This is what they do every single day. They go around and declog the sewers. They're often full of garbage like plastic bottles, wrappers, also soil and dirt and all things like that. You see they're also breaking out the rocks that are stuck in this grill to make sure the water can flow. But yeah, like I said, this is what they do every day. They go all around Metro Manila doing this kind of thing, and there's a lot of teams doing this. Over here they stopped this gentleman riding without helmet, so they issue a ticket, send him on his way. And the towing crew are just loading this tricycle onto the truck. There is no plate number, so they can't issue it a ticket for illegal parking. Instead they have to impound the vehicle. This vehicle can be registered with LTO. It has a 200cc motor. So you've got one lane blocked by the vendors and then the second lane blocked by buses loading, unloading. There are signs all along here that say no loading, unloading, stopping. This is why there's traffic in the Philippines, because of things like this. The thing is, the bus could have at least pulled forward and gone into this lane. Even here it's not allowed, but at least it would make more sense than just stopping there and then forcing a second lane to be blocked. And look, he's still unloading. It's been a long time. 2 MMDA enforcers have just come in now. They're not with Task Force Special Operations. They were just driving by, and they're telling the vendors now, get out of the road. There's still a lot of commuters that keep going here, and the enforcers are telling them they're not allowed to load, unload here onto the bus. In fact, there's a sign just up there that says no loading, unloading, parking, stopping, waiting anytime. If you look in front of this armored truck, there's a sign up there, no parking, tow-away zone. The team are trying to impound this motorcycle because they stopped the lady without a helmet and she can't show a license. She keeps trying to drive away. Let's see how this plays out.
Wala akong maya. Kailangan to ng asawa ko yung badge niya ngayon doon. Kinuha ko lang to sa Block 2 eh, sa Station 2. Kailangan namin maihatid to, yung badge niya, kailangan daw po kasi talaga. Kaya kinuha namin sa Block 2, sir.
The lady locked the front handlebars, but that's not a problem. It's only a motorcycle, so they'll easily just pick it up and wheel it on the back of the tow truck. Sometimes people ask me, are things getting better? Because I still see a lot of people being ticketed. I think yes, they are getting better in those areas regularly operated on by the MMDA. But ultimately, you need to see more enforcement from the local traffic enforcers, not just MMDA. But yes, those areas regularly covered by MMDA, there are improvements in illegal parking, those riding without helmets and things like that. There's a reduction. The team are now in front of SM Breeze condo building. There's a lot of vans here. As usual, they try to speed away once the enforcers approach them, but they're being forced now to pull to the side and take the tickets. It's pretty much the same vans and same drivers every day picking up employees from the condo building and taking them somewhere else. You'd think that they would use the paid parking that's available over here, but instead they opt to take the ticket from MMDA. But it's not just vans. You can see a ticket's been left on the windscreen of this taxi for obstructing the sidewalk here. The team are now issuing tickets to these vehicles parked on the sidewalk, and it's not just cars, it's also motorcycles like this one here, and these two are actually parked side by side, so they're issuing tickets to them also. They're trying to get the attention to this driver. He's actually reclined the seat and sleeping, and there are signs along here that say no parking this side, although it's not actually required because this is a sidewalk, so it's always no parking on a sidewalk. There's also a couple of cars parked over here directly under the sign that says no parking, tow-away zone. Believe it or not, this is a local traffic enforcer. This is her food stall over here, and I wonder, why doesn't she move on vehicles like this or issue them a ticket? And again, over here you'll see the sidewalk is blocked by this vehicle, so the enforcer's moving in now. There's no driver, that means it's the more expensive ticket. It'll be left on the windscreen, and if they don't pay the ticket, they won't be able to renew the registration on their vehicle. What you'll see around here is a lot of these e-tricycles, and actually it's kind of unfair because there are a lot of jeepneys that are plying this route and they have barely any passengers. Look in the back of this jeepney over here, he just has like 1 or 2 people. So you have these e-tricycles, most of them don't have a driver's license, of course they're not registered, they don't have any kind of franchise. So how is a jeepney meant to compete? He has to pay so much in all the proper fees with LTFRB, LTO, professional license, everything like that. He has to maintain his vehicle, and yet his competition, they don't have to follow any laws, and they're taking his customers. It's really not fair, to be honest. The woman who had her bike impounded, she's just arrived in a Pasay City police vehicle. Interesting. She's asking now for the motorbike to be released from the tow truck. It's been 35 minutes and the lady has finally given up trying to get the bike back. The team are now on EDSA and they're going to issue tickets to these 2 jeepneys that were parked here, as well as this private car. It did have its hazard lights on, but that doesn't exempt it. They're not meant to be stopping or parking along EDSA. I'm now at the MMDA office, and if you're wondering who's in that black van, it should be Bongo, Senator Bongo. He's come here to meet the MMDA chairman. Ah, Tim Orbis is here also. Excellent. I'm surprised he hasn't taken a selfie yet. He's the selfie king.
Ako po ay isang fan talaga ng Filipino movies. Siguro naabutan ko pa, naumpisahan ko po yung Shake, Rattle and Roll per 1 hanggang yun talaga, hanggang 9 na. Totoo po yun. Talagang nanonood po ako ng MMFF. So ngayon po, di naman po namin inakala na maging Pangulo po si Pangulo Duterte. At ngayon, nakatrabaho ko po yung mga taga-MMDA. At noon, napapanood ko lang po sa TV tuwing may nagpaparada, yung mga artista. At ngayon, naging kaibigan ko rin po yung mga artista. Marami po silang mga hinaing sa akin during the time po na mayor pa po si Boss. At nung naging presidente, siyempre, mataas yung expectation nila sa akin bilang kaibigan na sana ibalik muli yung pelikulang Pilipino. Sabi nila, sana po ay makatulong ako. Lalo-lalo na po ngayon as a senator. Siguro, sabi ko nga, paano ba tayo makakatulong sa mga Filipino artists natin? Through MMFF, napansin ko po na tuwing Disyembre ay inaabangan po itong Metro Manila Film Festival. At maraming nanonood, even not only in Metro Manila, also sa mga probinsya, inaabangan talaga. So, ako, suggestion ko lang po, kung maaari, at paano po ako makatulong and even to suggest also to the President na maging with your permission and approval na maging twice a year po yung Metro Manila Film Festival. Kung kakayanin naman po ng ating resources, ng panahon ninyo, natin lahat, sana magtulungan-tulungan tayo dahil napapansin ko tuwing merong Metro Manila Film Festival, talagang exclusive yung palabas, not only for 1 week, and even beyond that, nanonood pa rin po yung mga Pilipino, not only in Metro Manila, but in the provinces as well po. So, yun lang po, kung ano pong pwede kong maitulong pa sa inyo, with President Duterte naman po dyan, magtulungan po tayo, Sir Danny. Dito lang po ako, as I have promised, patuloy nyo pa, not only sa legislative branch, but also kay Pangulong Duterte, kung paano po ako maging tulay po rin kay Pangulong Duterte. At yun, pinagbibilin rin po niya, sabi niya, tulungan natin yung mga pelikulang Pilipino. In fact, nakita nyo, may mga pinupuntahan po siyang mga premiere nights sa SM. I think thrice na po yata kami nakapanood ng premiere night sa SM Mega Mall. Dahil gusto niya talagang suportahan ang pelikulang Pilipino po. At maraming salamat po sa inyong panahon. Basta nandito lang po ako. Huwag niyo akong i-consider na senador o ano pa. Para lang tayong pareho lang na kapitbahay lang tayo. Kalabitin niyo lang po ako. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.